Hey there, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to Apron to Decor. Today we're going to make some berry chia seed jam or preserves, call it whichever you like. I went to make some toast this morning and there was no jam in the house, so I decided to make some. So this is going to be really quick. Thought I'd just take you along while I put this together for today and the week to come. Really easy ingredients. Again, back to the freezer clean out. I used what I had left in this bag of triple berry blend. It wasn't much. And then I used some red raspberries and some frozen strawberries. And we're going to make about 2 cups of that. I went for 2 heaping cups. You can use whatever berries you want. You can do blackberries, blueberries, again, whatever it is you like, but this is a recipe for berry jam. We can do a separate one for peach or something later, but this is what we're going to do today. So in addition to your 2 cups or kind of mounding cups of frozen fruit, you want some chia seeds. I just get this package here from Walmart. Nice and convenient. And I have 2 tablespoons in here right now. That's what we're going to start with. I may end up adding a 3rd one. I'll let you know if we do, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, first things first, we're going to put the 2 cups of frozen fruit in the saucepan. This is, I want to say it's a 2-quart saucepan. It's the smallest one that I have, probably the size that you would use to heat up a can of soup. So that's going to go in here for a little bit. The heat, I do have a gas stove. So I have the flame on like a lower medium flame, and we're just going to let these soften up and get really mushy. And while that is happening, I'm going to take a silicone spatula and just keep them moving so they don't scald, because there's no oil or butter or any liquid of any kind in here. Not even water, it's just the vegetables, the fruit in here, the frozen fruit, the frozenness, is that a word? The frozenness of the fruit with all the water in it, that's going to be enough liquid for us. Okay, you can see it is starting to soften up here, and this is where you want to really just keep it moving, keep it mixing around. You don't have to do it obsessively, but you do want it to not scald at the bottom, because you can see the liquid is already starting to come out of the berries and we don't want it to burn. So keep the heat on a lower medium. You know your stove better than I do, so if you need to lower it down to even a low, that's fine. In this case, slow and steady is going to give you the best jam versus cranking up the heat and trying to rush through it. Okay, you can see the smaller berries, like the raspberries and the couple of blackberries that were in that last bit of the bag I already had open. They've already totally disintegrated on their own. We're just waiting for the strawberries to get a little mushy. And so I'm taking my spatula and just trying to break them down a little bit, but they're still a little frozen. So I'm going to keep this going until I can break through them, and then I'm just going to muddle them apart. So that is all we're going to do. Just smash them away. Get out your morning frustrations because you haven't had your coffee yet. And smush. The smaller ones are definitely kind of getting to that point. You can also switch it up and use a fork if you want to muddle your fruit that way. Whatever works for you. Some of the bigger ones you might want to cut down at this point. I like to wait until they're a little more defrosted than doing it at the beginning when they're completely frozen. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this for a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, now I've got the strawberries pretty well muddled. I'm going to leave them a little chunky because I like that texture in my jam. So you can see we're starting to get a low boil here, which is fine. But this is kind of what you want it to look like. And now I'm going to grab my chia seeds and just throw those in there and mix them in. And then I'm gonna lower the flame down to more of a true low, because like I said before, it's on a lower medium. I don't want this to keep boiling so much as simmering. But you want to, again, keep it moving, get all the sides, get all those chia seeds in there. And just at eyeballing the ratio here, I am going to add in another tablespoon of chia seeds. Okay, here's one more tablespoon. And we're just going to keep mixing. And those chia seeds, they're gonna absorb a lot of the liquid that you have in here, and it's gonna start thickening your jam. And they will swell up to, I forget exactly, I think it's like 3 to 5 times the size that they are when you buy them when they're dry. So they get really swollen, which is going to give you that nice thickness. And they do have a bit of a gelatinous consistency, which is going to lend to that jamminess for our dish here, our side dish. And this is going to be a great recipe for you if you want to do something like this for Easter brunch. You can make your own homemade berry chia seed jam. That would be really nice to add to your Easter table. All right, you can see it's already getting thicker as that liquid is getting absorbed by the chia seeds. And again, I did lower the flame down to low and just keep it mixing, because we don't want the fruit to sit too long and get scalded on the bottom. We're not trying to overcook. And you can smash these random blueberries that were in here. There was only like 3 or 4. They're probably not going to do much to the flavor, but they've been used up now, so that's good. All right, so now when you can see the bottom of the pan and the jam kind of holds its shape a little bit, you're done. I'm gonna turn off the flame and just let this cool before I put it into a glass container. I do like to put my dishes in a glass container. I'm a bit wary about plastic, so you know, now you know that about me. But a mason jar, an old jelly jar, whatever you have is gonna be fine. So I'm gonna let this cool and I'll be right back. And there it is. I've moved it into a small mason jar. It has some extra room in there, and that's okay. And I'm just gonna let this continue to cool completely, and then I'll seal it up, just put the lid on it. I'm not trying to can it or anything, but I'll just put the lid on it and stick it in the refrigerator and use as you would use your normal store-bought jams and jellies. Put it on toast. You can add it to yogurt or cottage cheese or sandwiches or however you like. So that is it, quick and simple. I hope you enjoyed this spontaneous, short little recipe for your Sunday, and have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you this coming week.